Good evening and welcome to Race Spec Esports European Series Tier 1 on PS4. Join us again for round 4 of the championship in Azerbaijan. As we join the qualifying session just a minute in, so the drivers are just making their final preparations before hitting the track and doing a lap. So you can see there is 4 drivers out on track at the moment. Just get some telemetry up. I just might see who is furthest along track. Looks like it is Kashtor who is about to start a flying lap in the Red Bull. As he heads down to heavy braking zone, turn 3 now. A short little section of turn 4. Looks like a very nice lap so far from Kashtor into this slow little section here. Coming to end of, well and truly into sector 2 now. Oh, as there's been a collision. And Kashtor, got all kind of out of shape in the castle section there, and I think he would have picked up a little bit of damage there. But as we were riding on board, it looked like there's a collision between Hicksy and VTOD on the outlap. So I wonder if that's... And it seems like Hicksy, who's on his outlap, picked up a 5-place grid penalty already. I might just check that in the race director very quickly. Okay, so it looks like VTOD's crossed the white line and collided with VTOD and VTOD's crossed the white line and collided with Hicksy, and Hicksy's got the grid penalty, so it might be that might be an incident that's sent to the stewards later on. As George Odd puts in the first time lap, 140 flat, 140.0. So we're right on board with Kurubol now, going to turn 3. See what he can do in the Ferrari. Comes through the basically the final corner. It's only a very small I guess very important few kinks left in the track, but effectively that was the last corner. It's coming up to the line now, DRS open. Not much battery left. Ooh, he just used it all. 138.7 is a pretty good time. And he goes fastest by 1.3 seconds. Let's see who else is on the lap. We've got a couple of new drivers on the grid this evening. making their debut in this series. So the first one was Bilal Bale. I know him as Nadir, Spanish driver, Spanish-Italian driver rather. I think he lives in Madrid. So welcome, welcome Nadir. He's on the hard tires. Excuse me. Who else do we have? Making their debut. I don't think we've seen Kushthor before in the Red Bull. And we definitely haven't seen Hughes move before, so they are our debutants this evening. We've got Craig, Tommy, Pugh and Jorzord, the Williams guys. They are in the session once again. They've been pretty constant. Was chain game. Wow, looks like he's had to back out of there after losing from front wing. So yeah, you can see there's not much front wing left on the left hand side there. So he's set a time on the mediums, but he won't be going again on that particular run. He'll need to get that damage fixed. Here's our new driver. Interested to see what he can do. Looks like it might be a pretty decent lap from Kushthor. He's actually aboard of that one, so let's see who else is on the lap. Looks like Cruel Adu is, and he's coming up to VTOD, who might hold him up through the castle session. Let's hope not. Always difficult to follow another car through here. I'm not sure if they're both on a time lap actually. Yeah, they're both going for it. So Cruel Edo has started his lap really close with VTOD. Hasn't really given himself enough space, but we'll see how this plays out. He'll get a nice slipstream down the straight though, so this might actually help his time. It hasn't hurt him too much because he's not really on the gearbox of the Williams, so if anything this might help the Mercedes driver. As it does, he goes top with a 138.6, so getting a bit of slipstream there. That might have been quite deliberate from Crueletto. A bit sneaky maybe. As Craig Tommy Pugh is, looks like he's done a lap. Oh, and we'll catch Jorzord at the end of his lap. There's a yellow flag in sector one, probably just the driver going slow. Oh, it's TB. Looks like he's out. Not sure what happened to him. Anyway, we'll finish this lap with Jorzord and see if he can improve on his 140. Oh, he backs off and he's heading into the pits, so I'm going to try and grab, who else can we grab? Cool, Edo going for another push lap on those tyres, that's interesting. Craig Tommy Pugh, I don't think he's on a lap. Maybe that is VTOD. I'm not sure what happened to V. Here we go, he's 60. We'll pick up him for last little bit of his lap in the Toro Rosso. Yet to set a time as it comes through nearly the final corner. It's a nice helmet he's got on actually. And Crush Saw's retired, so who... Oof. Wow. A 60 goes third fastest for 1:39.4, so puts his first time on the board. So a couple of guys crashing out already. Advanced Apple and Hughes move yet to set a time. Oh, and have another yellow flag, sector 3. Who that be? Not sure. Okay. Not much action out on track at the moment. Pixie just on his outlap. It looks like we've got Kurbold on his another flying lap for him. So let's see if he can go back to the top on this run. Not sure. Oh, looks like it could be a good lap. Oh, and he improves by 5/10. Big improvement, 1:38.2. So good lap from Kurbold. Hicks is just on the out in lap, I think. Chain Game Wow is on a push lap. So we'll follow the rest of his lap. There's looks like Chain Game Wow's have been in that lap, so got a few drives out on track now. Jordord is on another lap. We might ride a ball with him through the through sector 2. Okay, if he comes up to the line, can he improve on his 140 this time? Yeah, he goes nearly 5/10 faster, so up to P4 now for Jordord. So most guys will be coming out for their final run now. Oh, it looks like Craig Tommy Fuse is actually about to start his lap. V-Todd as well. Oh, he runs it very deep and he's hit the wall. That's his qualifying done. Hopefully he doesn't get in anyone else's way. He keeps out of Craig's way pretty nicely, well done. Not a great qualifying for V-Todd. once again, we'll ride on board with Craig. Just under 2 minutes left in this session now, so if people aren't on their flying lap, they would be most of them be on their out lap to go on their final run. Oh, Craig's missed a couple of apexes through the castle section. That's not the fastest way through there, but we'll push on with him and see if he can improve. See if Craig can improve on his time. Oh yes, he goes third fastest and improves by 5/10. So alright, so we'll see who's on their last lap, final lap here. We've got Cruel Edo, and it looks like Bilal Bale and Chain Game Wow are on their final laps. I'm interested to see what Chain Game Wow can do. So I might check where he's up to. He's still in sector 1, so looks like Cruel Edo is going to be a fast first driver over the line in this last little bit. Through the fast left right, and then this final right hand kink onto the straight. Oh, he's derating the battery. He goes 4/10 faster and goes back on pole by just, oh wow, 2/100ths of a second. Very close at the top. We'll go and join Chain Game Wow and see what he can do in the last sector. He's got more battery. Cruel Edo had. See if he can use it all and get to the line. What's it going to be? Going to be third place and improves by 3.2 seconds. So he puts it in P3. Craig's in the pits. I think that is everyone done now. So that's qualifying over. Cruel Edo takes pole position with a 138.2. G Curabol just 2/100ths, not even, under 2/100ths behind. Incredibly close. Chain Game Wow, a further 10th of a second back in P3, and then Craig a good 1 second back. So top 3 pretty close. And then so here's our qualifying results. Cruel Edo, G Curabell, Chain Game Wow, Craig, Hixie with that unfortunate group penalty. He said in the group chat that he hit his pedals cut off and he couldn't brake, so he had to grab his pad to get back to the pits, and he got a 5 place group penalty, so a bit of bad luck there for Hixie. George Zod, Bill Elbell, V Todd, Hughes Moves and TB are your top 10 as we head now to the race. Okay. Just wait for the drivers to select their race strategy. Looks like it's a clear race. Haven't had any rain so far in round 4, Baku. As far as I know, everyone's had a clean race. So let's see how we go. Advanced Apple, who is in the session, is no longer in the session. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we've lost Advanced Apple. As the guys get ready for their formation lap now. It's like a very sunny day, clear weather. Alright, sorry, Advanced Apple is in the session now. Oh no, it looks like a ghosted car, so he's not back there. I'll see if I can get someone to invite him back. Frustratingly, it doesn't look like spectator menu. No, I can't invite him back, unfortunately. I'm just going to have to ask someone else to do that very quickly. Hopefully there's enough time for someone to send him an invite so he gets on the grid before the start of the race, but that is going to be absolutely pushing it. But yeah, he unfortunately, Advanced Apple has had his issues. As they form up on the grid shortly. Yeah, an interesting race. So everyone's starting on soft tyres. We'll be taking those about 6-7 laps. Probably don't need telemetry or lap data. Okay, let's see if we can get a good shot here at the start. That's probably a good one. Alright, as they're all on the grid now, we get ready for the start of the race. As the lights come on, we've got 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's lights out in Baku. Always Kurletter gets a good start, Kurubel gets a good start too. Chain Game Wows on the outside of Craig or George. Well, they all get through there pretty cleanly. Oh, there's carnage at the back, and VTOD's out. VTOD's retired. He's been pushed into the wall. So that's wow. Advanced Apple has left the session. I'm not sure what happened to him. He might not have got in time. So he's got an AI car just driving around. But unfortunate for VTOD, who had a horrid qualifying session, has not made it through the first couple of turns. So hopefully we'll see him back making a strong recovery next week. Oh, and Hicksy's been disqualified again for parking in a dangerous location. That's the second week in a row he's been disqualified. Things not going well for the Toro Rosso man in this particular championship. The last couple of races. So it's 2 drivers who lost already. He won't be very happy with that after last week. Alright, so chain gang Wales up to P2 already. Kuribol's also dropped a couple of spots. TB and Crush Saw making moves through the field. You just get... Oh, TB is starting on the hard tyres. Interesting. Bell and Advanced Apple, or his car, starting on the medium tyres. I don't think he's actually driving. We'll see if anyone needs to dive into pits on lap 1. Cooletto has a 2-second lead over Chain Gang Wow. Kuribol's had a pit, and so is Hughes' move. I think Hughes' move was the driver. Okay, he's retired in the pits. So, not a great debut for his car as well. Pixie Advanced Apple's joined back in. Hopefully he can take control of his car. So Hughes' moves was the car caught up in the first corner or second corner collision with that put VTOL out of the race. I'm rather certain. So he's decided to call it up. I hate to see drivers just retiring like that when their car's not critically damaged and just give up. Oh, it's Cruel Edo. Cruel Edo from the lead of the race has spun it into the wall, and luckily his car is ghosting, still ghosting, and he gets out of the way of TB, but he has dropped now to P6 and will have wing damage, I'm rather fairly certain. Yeah, that left hand side is looking very damaged on the Mercedes. From a good position, he has absolutely dropped that. So Baku is a rather devastating place when it comes to, as we see in pit now, it's a rather devastating place for, or brutal place for mistakes. He's gone onto the hard tyre, so he'll be trying to get those all the way to the end, and then new front wing. But he's dropped all the way back to 9th, so last of the runners now. As it doesn't look like Advanced Apple's been able to take control of his car, unfortunately. So he's basically a disconnected driver at this stage. Alright. Apple isn't able to take control of his car, so we will ignore his cars. Looks like Craig's had some problems. Exit of the exit of the castle section. Oh, and he's into the wall again, so he'll be in this lap for a new front wing and some new tyres. It looks like those tyres are overheating. Hopefully he makes it through this little section without damage. Yep, he'll be good. We've got a couple of guys pitting now. Georgezord's getting a new wing, and Craig will want to pit as well, so hopefully Craig can pit. Yes, he will be. He doesn't get held up too much. TV also grabbing a new wing. So Georgezord exits the pit in P5. TB comes out in P8, and Craig in 29. Oh, he's been held quite a bit. That's unfortunate. I think that was just because he pitted so close to his teammate. So away he goes now. He lost a lot of time there. Unfortunately, he's 40 seconds behind now. So, oh, as he nearly cuts the pit exit, you don't really want to do that if you can help it. So the field's relatively spread out now. We've got Chain Game now leading the race. Cuffsall on debut in P2 and another debutant. Or we've got the rev limiter glitch on the Husker, unfortunately, but Bilal Bale 11 doing pretty well on his debut in P3. Kurabold 7 seconds back in P4. I'm not sure what happened to him early on, but he's had to pit and he is on. Okay, he's on 2 lap old medium tyres, so guys are looking in a strong position this race, probably in front 3, all yet to pit, especially Bilal Bell. He's 12 seconds back, but it's actually on probably the better tyre strategy, starting on the mediums. So it's just a matter of if those guys can close in the front. We do actually have a battle. Looks like Cruel Edo is right on the back of TB. There's not much you can do going through most of Sector 2, unfortunately. Difficult to make a pass, but you can make up a lot of time and really close on someone if you're good through the castle section. So we're just right on board now with Crueletto. See if we can close on TB. Yeah, it looks like TV was able to extend the gap on that lap a little bit, although Coolado will get DRS here, and it's worth about nearly half a second at Baku. Oh, he has a look. I don't think that was everyone. Oh, it's Craig's out. Oh no, I missed that. But Craig is DNF somewhere. I'm not sure if he crashed or he is retired, but it's a yellow flag, so I have to assume that he's crashed, maybe in the castle section around there. Looks like TB on those medium tyres is actually pulling a bit of a gap on Crueletto now. But the gap at the top, oh, as we get a lovely helicopter view now. Oh, as they both come into the pits on the same lap, so very close together. So these guys are battling away. Oh, as Chain Game Well has made it move on the inside, going into this slow section. Who's going to come out? Oh, it looks like Crushsaw had to let him go then. These guys are getting very close together in Sector 2 now. Crushsaw, well, right on the gearbox now of Chain Game Wow. So this is a good little battle. And they're not too far behind Kurbold as well. I wonder if Chain Game Wow can get within DRS range of Kurbold before the detection zone, so it doesn't get overtaken by Crushsaw. It's going to be very close. I think he's lost some time actually, so no, I don't think he's been able to get in DRS range, so he's going to be left vulnerable down the straight. Crushsaw is right on board with the Red Bull driver. See if he can make a move or whether he's too far back. Way too far back, unfortunately, but the battle continues. So we effectively only have 7 drivers left in the race. Unfortunately, we've lost Craig, Hughes moves, VTOD and Hixie pretty early on. Crushsaw again in DRS range. I'm just going to have a look at his telemetry. He is in overtake mode, so he's going for it. Trying to close on Chain Game Wow, but Chain Game Wow just has, I think he has this superior speed through the rest of the lap. So this is a good battle for the podium. I think Kurbold will definitely be stopping again. He's on 7-lap-old medium, so he'll probably be going possibly onto another set of mediums if he's got another set of mediums. Otherwise, he'll have to go onto the hard tyre. So effectively, Chain Game Wow is the effective race leader until Kurbold makes that pit stop. Crushtsaw's ever so much closer this time, going down straight. Can he get closer than he has before? Looks like he's closing. I'm not sure he's going to get close enough. He's going to have a look. No, he's not close enough on that particular occasion. So Chain Game Wow with some decent straight line speed. It looks like Chang'an Wow is in DRS range now of Kurabol, so this will be interesting. It's going to be turn into a bit of a DRS train now. Was that a bit of front wing I saw fly off the Red Bull? Or was I imagining it? It might have been a bit of lag, but yeah, these guys in a bit of a DRS train now. Be helping the guys behind save some ERS. But it's good to have a battle for the lead. To get a nice helicopter shot. Oh, that is very nice. I wish there were more camera angles you could choose in spectator mode, but yeah. Just looks like Cushsaw has dropped off the back of Chang'an Wow a little bit. He's now on 1.8 seconds behind, so he's dropped out DRS range, so he might have made a little mistake. Hope he hasn't picked up any damage or anything. Or I wonder if, like before, I thought I saw a bit of front wing fly off the Red Bull. I'll have to have a look. Oh, as Chang'an Wow runs very deep. Let's see if we can pick up anything. Oh yeah, he's got no end plate on that right hand side, so he has hit the wall somewhere. I think that's costing him time. So that end plate missing. And it's like, oh, as we just pick up TV, making him move on George, but he also hits the wall in turn one. I think there'll be damage for the Toro Rosso. Yeah, there is. On the right hand side, there's quite a bit of damage. So George will be looking to get back around. And Cool in this fight as well. And Bilal Bell not too far back, so we've got really a four-way battle for fourth place. This little pack about 17 seconds off the lead pack at the moment. When Kurabol pits, he'll probably join this pack, to be honest. Oh, as Cool gets around Jawzord. Not sure, didn't see what happened to Jawzord, whether he's got damage too. No, I can't see any damage on the McLaren, so looks like Crueletto. Oh, has he saved that? I think he's just managed to save that, luckily, but I think he's going to lose all of these positions. Bell had to back out of that in the last corner, but he'll get a good run on him on the straight and should be able to take P6. If he doesn't get squeezed here, needs some more slipstream, yeah. Now with the DRS, he's able to pull away. Probably take the inside line, or they're going side by side into turn one. Still down, side by side, down into turn two. Who's going to break later? Right, Cool, very brave around the outside. Hangs onto it, but Loyal Valve's still in the DRS range. Might have another crack at him next time around down the straight. chain game, we are very close to Kurbold for the lead now. You might see a pass for the lead this lap. Crustor with that wing damage. He's got a 20-second lead back to Georgezord, but he does have that wing damage. He's got to take that car 13 laps with wing damage, and he's hit the wall again, so he's really struggling. Will we see the Red Bull pit for a new wing and new tyres? He does have basically a free pit stop back to P4 if he pits soon, but it's a question whether he has any tyres that are going to last him to the end of the race at the moment. That might be an issue for him. We'll just see if he comes into pit. Yeah, it looks like Jeff has changed the strategy for him, so he's coming into pit with that free pit stop. I think he'll still come out in P3, but that's ruined any chance of him having the lead. And oof, actually, Kurbold having his second pit stop of the day. I think Crustor will just lose some time on him, and looks like Cooletto's got around Georgezord. And Bell having a go down into turn 1 as well. That's a mega move from the Haas driver. As we get a bit of lag there. Oh, and it looks like... Oh, we're getting mega lag at the moment. It looks like Cooletto. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on with his car. Yeah, it's lagging all over the place. We're going 3 wide. And Crustor has come out in this little battle. Top has not been free at all. Well, of course, because he had to change his front wing, so he's added 5 seconds. He's on much fresher tyres to these guys, so good battling throughout the field. TB driving a bit of a lonely race at the moment. He's had to pit for new mediums as well. So yeah, he's got some work to do to catch up to the guys in front. So Cooletto, Georgezord and Crustor all battling for P4. Looks like Bilal Bell is taking P3, and chain game, wow, he's all going well. Should be able to cruise to victory. Kurbold in P2, likewise, he's 17 seconds back, so I think the race win's gone for him, unless chain game wow bins it somewhere. Oh, and we've had a pass. I'll keep an eye on this battle down the straight. It's like Crustor. Oh, is he going to make a lunge on Cooletto? No. I am on the other side of the world to these guys, so it's all probably fine for them. They're all probably racing pretty clean, but as Cooletto down the inside of, or outside of turn 3, he's not, one thing I've noticed, he's not too patient, Cooletto, who wants to get the move done early. And Crustor has actually passed both of these guys now on those fresh tyres, so yeah. So if Georgezord can close a tiny gap, 1.1 seconds back from Cooletto at the moment. The Crustor should be able to pull right away from those guys on those fresh mediums, and he's now only 1.7 seconds back from Bilal Bell, so he'll definitely be odds on to catch Nadir for P3 as Kurbold pulls in the fastest lap of the race and takes hold of that extra point for now. Crustor's the other driver who should be able to have a go at that, and maybe TB towards the end if he's not within distance of those in front of him. He should be able to put on a soft pair of tyres. Oh, it looks like Georgezord caught some of the wall then. Not sure if that was lag. Oh, he's got more damage, yeah, he's caught the right hand side. So George Lord not having a good time of it. Got more wing damage. So we've heard him as Crush was now caught right up to the back of the Huss. Oh, so go on board with excellent helicopter shot. I think it'll end down here, unfortunately, yeah. So Crustle right on the back of Doorbell now. Ooh, he's lagging for us quite a bit though, unfortunately, so he's going to look pretty jumpy as he goes to the outside, picks up the DRS, and we get that move done fairly easily. Oh, is Bell having a go? Oh, I think that wasn't well advised for Nadir to try and get that position back. Oh, has he compromised his own race by doing that? He was on course to make it to the end, but now I think he's got some wing damage. So I don't think that move was on. Yeah, looks like he's got wing damage left hand side. So I think he's compromised his own race a bit there, Nadir. Crustle had the position, and Bilal went for the lunge down the inside on turn 1. And got a little bit of the inside ball, unfortunately, but yeah, just from where those two guys were on track, I don't think that move was ever on. I think Bilal only has himself to blame for that. It looks like Cruletto's been able to catch straight up to him, so he's going to lose P4 at least, I think. So will Bilal pit now? With that wing damage, remains to be seen. Alright, so unfortunately we don't really have battle anymore. Looks like Bell did pit. Sorry, I was just looking up, checking the chat momentarily to see if there was any news on what happened to any of the other drivers, but it doesn't look like there's too much in the way of that stuff. So yeah, Bilal has pitted onto soft tyre, so he's got to take them now 8 laps to the end of the race. But he does have the best chance of picking up the bonus point for fastest lap, but he was in P4, so really has hurt himself with that lunge into turn 1. So he was probably going to pick up P4 relatively unchallenged, but yeah. He lost that to Cruletto, and he's now lost the place to TV as well. So instead of 12 points, he'll now pick up 8, and then possibly... Oh, as Chancane Wows into the pits. Our leader is coming to the pits. I wonder if he's picked up any damage. Oh wow, okay. So this is starting to spin in the works. I missed whether he had to get a front wing change, unfortunately, but I thought he was on to the end of the race, but maybe his tyres were not going to last. He's now 12 seconds back from Kurbold in the lead, so he's got 7 laps to try and catch and overtake Crush Saw in P2 and Kurbold in in the lead of the race in P1. So we're going to have a pretty exciting end to the race, I think. We'll see if Doyle Bell can pick up the fastest lap here. I don't think you'll know that Chain Gang Wow has also pitted for soft tyres. Not sure whether that was just a choice he made or whether he had to, whether there was damage or whether his tyres were overheating or something like that, but oof, very close through the castle section there. But yeah, I was surprised to see Chain Gang Wow in the pits. The guys in front of him are on medium tyres, so they won't be going too slow. So Cool is really the only one that's made a one-stop work so far, and he's managed to. He's coming into the pits too. I wonder if he's got damage. So any front wing change there? No, just crushed tyres. So there's hard tyres for these guys, not lasting the distance, unfortunately. So as well as Dale does put in the fastest lap of the race, 1:41.5. I think he's going to come out. Cool, it is just going to come out in front of Bell. So have a battle for P5, but Cool on the 2-lap pressure soft tyres. Oh, but Bell very aggressive down into turn 3 then. Yeah, mate. Chain Gang Wow now puts in the fastest lap of the race, so he grabs the extra point. He's still got 9.5 seconds back to, behind Kurbold's catch, as we're going to see Kurbold make a move and take P5 back from Bilal Bell. See if the Haas driver goes for a lunge this time or whether he's learned his lesson. Yeah, he's smart to not to try and fight that one. He probably would have been kicking himself over losing P4, or as he's just nudged the back of Crueletto there. I don't think there was any damage done for either driver, but it'd probably be best advised not to try and overtake the Mercedes driver and just let him go, otherwise he might pick up a penalty from the stewards for that little nudge, but I think that's all just racing incident. Now, there was no change of position, so these guys are free to battle. Crushthor has caught... Oh, sorry, Chain Gang Wow's got around Crushthor. Cushthor, not Crushthor. Just getting used to a couple of new names in this league, so... I wonder if the Red Bull's got any damage. Can't tell on that shot. No, it doesn't look like he's got any damage, so just older tyres than Chain Game Wow, who is now 9 seconds back from Kurbold, so 4 laps to go and 9-second gap. Can he really win? I'm still confused or unsure as to why. Oh, it's Castell gets a good run on him. And is he going to make a move down into turn 3 on the outside? He squeezed out there. Chain Game had the inside, but this is all working very much in Kurbold's favour. With a 9-second lead at the moment, and just 4 laps to go. But yeah, as I was saying, still unsure as to why Chain Game Wow had a pit when he was in a commanding position in the lead of the race. It might have been what was sector 1? Looks like Cruletto. I wonder if that was anything to do with Bilal Bell. Oh, Cruletto has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous. So we've lost another driver late on, unfortunately. So just the 6 runners left. Advance Apple's car still running, but he's of course not in the race. So the closest battle on track still this one between Chain Game Wow and Crushsaw for P2. Crushsaw hanging on in DRS range. He's gaining. He's going to have lunch. No, he's just showing the husk that he's there. Oh, as Chain Game Wow makes a bit of a mistake there. I think ran a bit deep into turn 3 and Crushsaw's all over the gearbox of the Husk now. Will this battle continue all the way to the checkered flag? Let's hope so. The rest of the field's pretty spread out now. TB's 22 seconds behind these guys. Well Bell's 9.5 seconds back from him, and Jordzord's 6 seconds back from him. So I don't think, unless barring major incident, that we're going to have any other battles on track in the dying stages of the race. So this is the one we're going to stick with. And Crushsaw's much closer this time. He's in the slipstream. He's going to pull to the outside with the DRS. He should get the position. Chain Game Wow are going to make a lunge down the inside. Oh, very brave. He's going to be close again into turn 2. Oh, he just hangs on. He's got the inside. There's both drivers giving each other plenty of respect, and we like to see that. So Crushsaw now, I don't think he'll be close enough to have a run at him on that particular straight. So Chain Game Wow on those 5 lap old now soft tyres, they'll be wearing fairly fast. So I'm not sure which tyre I'd rather be on at the moment, 5 lap old softs or 10 lap old mediums. They're both coming to the end of their life. I guess maybe the softs will be still good for another 1 or 2 laps. And that's all that's left in the race, so yeah. We're going to have a pass here. This is not really a passing opportunity on track. Great battling from these guys though, much respect to them. Keeping it clean. I'm sure they'll both be enjoying this a lot. Custle once again is going to be in the slipstream and pick up DRS. He's going for the inside this time, I think. Yes, he is. Oh, and Shane Gameware had to think about going back down the inside, but he thought better of it, and he's yeah, Custle with the position now, so he gets the overtake done for P2. That's crucial for this race. Chain Gameware, oh, just having a little bit of a look, but not really committing to a move there. He does have the bonus point for the fastest lap at this point. So as Kurbo picks up another 3-second penalty. So apparently in the chat, Cruletto was saying there was a bit of contact from Bilal Bale when he DNF, so he did have a bit of help. He didn't make a mistake all by himself. So I wonder if that's one that'll go to the stewards, because Cruletto was disqualified in the end. But I'm sure he would have had the opportunity to get out of the wall and continue the race, and I think he just left his car in the wall, possibly out of frustration. And if you do that, let's hang on a minute, Chain Gameware has made the move back on Custor, so this is a seesaw battle. This is the final lap now, and as we start the final lap, so there might be a pass for the lead on the final lap for P2. Oh, sorry, a pass for P2 on the final lap, not for the lead. Yeah, as Custle was having a look down the inside now, he'd be better served just to stick to as close as he can to Chain Gameware and be able to pick up that slipstream and DRS down the straight. If he can do that, I think he'll take P2, because he should be able to do what Valtteri Bottas did to Lance Stroll in 2017, I think it was. Yeah, I think it was 2017 when Bottas just pipped Lance Stroll at the line when Lance was at Williams. Ooh, let's see, in Kurbold, we better pick up him. Crustor's made a move. I don't think that. I think he's made a mistake there. I think Chain Gameware as G Kurbold is your race winner for round 4. Congratulations. Let's see. I think Chain Gameware has played this perfectly. I think he has. Yes, he has. He's going to pick up P2 by letting Crustor go. It looks like he's had a bit of fun over the line as well. So yeah, I think he realised, Crustor's too close. I'm going to lose the position down the straight. So he's kind of dummied him and given him the position, only for him to do exactly that to Crustor. So it's quite genius of Chain Gameware if that's what he did indeed do. Unless Crustor forced the move, but oh, hang on. Crustor picks up P2 on penalties anyway, so is that what happened? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait for the race results, but I was sure that Chain Gameware picked up P2 there. So TB comes home in 4th place, Bilal in P5, but we'll have to see what the stewards say about some of his moves. And George Lord was in P6, the last of the runners, so just 6 cars finishing the race. All of them picking up points. Chain Gameware had the fastest lap, I believe. We'll double check that as well. As there's our race winner, G Kurbold. Still not sure what happened to Chain Gameware when he pitted from the lead. But he must have had damage. That's all I can assume. It looks like the game has given him P3. I'll have to check if that's right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like Chain Game had a 3-second penalty. I'm not quite sure what that was for, but he picks up the fastest lap. Anyway, so Kurbo with the win, Cushall with P2, Chain Game P3, TB P4, Bilal P5, Georgeville P6, Advanced Apple, we're not going to count him, unfortunately he couldn't join the session. And then the rest of the guys, Craig, Tommy, Pugh, Hughes, V, Todd, Kruladu, and Ixie not able to finish the race. And I'm just going to double check on the stream. I'm just going to watch it back the last little bit to see if before I end the stream yeah, okay, it was my mistake. So yeah, the game did award the penalty to Chain Game when he did cross the line. So yeah, that was just me getting mixed up. Apologies for that. So that was the proper finishing order. So thanks for joining us for round 4 of the European Series Tier 1 on PS4. Hopefully we'll catch you again next week for round 5 at Spain, and we get a few more drivers back as well. So we had 14 drivers, 13, 14 drivers this evening, so hopefully we can fill up the lobby. I know a couple of people missed out tonight, so hopefully we'll have more drivers next week for round 5 at Spain. Join us later on if you can for round 4 again at Baku of the PS4 America Series. I'll be on commentary with Ryan for that one in about 4.5 hours. So join us for that one if you can. So yeah, thanks for joining us for the race, and we'll see you next time.